welcome to another live session by ITTT. My name is Linda, and I'm super excited to be here today on December 24th. That's why I'm wearing my Christmas-themed sweater for you guys today. Are you in holiday mood today? I hope you are, because I have something very special for you. I'm going to share that with you in just a minute, but today we are going to talk about the top 5 countries to make the most money teaching English abroad in 2022, so next year. So that's going to be really exciting. It's only about a week until the new year. Can you believe it? It goes by so quickly. It's crazy. It's already Christmas now, and then a week later we have a new year. I can't believe how fast everything is gone. But I'm very excited for it too. Always a new year is like a new opportunity to realize new goals and do something new, so that's very exciting. Also, if you can see me, if you can hear me clearly, let me know in the comments, and also please let me know where you are right now. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from right now? I'm always very curious to know. I am in Germany right now, in a little town outside of Augsburg in the south of Germany, at my parents' house, but I normally actually live in South Korea, where I've been living for the past 6.5 years. So yeah, let me know where you are. Hi there. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much. How are you doing? And where are you right now? Let me know. Yeah, so today's topic, top 5 countries to make the most money teaching English in 2022. That's what we're going to talk about today. Before we jump in, I'd just like you to don't forget to like and subscribe so that you're always up to date with our content. We are on Facebook and on YouTube, where many of you are watching from at the moment. But we're also on Instagram, on Twitter, on all other social platforms. So do give us a like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our upcoming live sessions. We usually go live twice a week. So one time me, usually it's around this time, and then my colleague Lisa, who goes live kind of around Tuesday, so beginning of the week, and then me end of the week. And we always, every week, discuss about something new and interesting in the TEFL, TESOL, ESL, EFL world, teaching tips, all this kind of stuff. So just give us a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future events. They're always free, available. You can always watch the replay as well, no problem. Oh, you are in South Korea. Awesome. How is it there at the moment? I really miss Korea right now. So I'm excited to go back in January. So do let me know how it is at the moment. And Merry Christmas to you. Awesome. Also, right off the bat, what I want to share with you all is our Merry Christmas discount that we have available. So that is 30% off your TEFL TESOL course from ITTT. Any course, you can get 30% off. And let me just show you how you can get this discount. So you can either scan the QR code in the upper right-hand corner, or what you can also do, you follow this link. Let me share the link. Hold on one second. Here. So this link looks like this. You click on the link, and then let me show you how it works. So you can see that. I'm just going to make myself a little bit smaller here. So when you click on that link, it will lead you straight to this application page. And then what you will do, I've already done that, but you would fill in your personal information here, your name, last name. I just put test, and your email address. This is optional, so I'm just going to skip that right now. And then you would pick your course. So let's say we want to do an online TEFL course, and then we can choose which course we want. I usually recommend the master package here because it's just a great course, and you get this free course as well. And then plans, you would put your plans into this field, also optionals. I'm just going to put test because it's a test application. And then all you would do is you can also choose where you want to teach, for example, and then you just click on apply. and then it's going to process for a couple of seconds, and then it will lead you to the confirmation page where you also see your discount. So let's see. Yeah, so this is your name. Make sure it's correct, your email address, and then the course that you've picked and how much you paid instead of this. So how much you saved is $120 with today's 30% off code. And then you can follow the steps for the payment. But this is how easy it is to apply and to get your 30% off. So I just wanted to show you real quick so that everybody knows how to do it. Feel free to fill out an application, have a try, and then you can pay whenever you are ready. But that's basically how it works. Yeah, that is the 30% off Christmas code I have for you today. So yeah, Merry Christmas. Is everybody in Christmas mood? Hi Rita, how are you from Algeria? Awesome. And Fauzan, hi, so good to see you again. Hope you're doing very well. Yeah, so without further ado, let's jump right in. If you have any questions, as always, throughout this live session, you are welcome to ask your questions in the comment section. You're also welcome to wait until the end. There will be a Q&A section specifically for your questions. Also, if you have experience teaching in any of the countries that I'm going to talk about, please also feel free to add any comments or any feedback, any stories you might want to share with everybody. I always think that's very interesting. And I like to have a conversation, with you and me, just instead of just me talking, like lecturing. I don't really want to do that. So let's have a fun session today. Oh, good question. We already have a question right off the bat. Good. So Akmalion, I hope I'm saying it correctly, is asking which course is mostly recommended to get. So what's the most recommended course? This always depends on what your goal is. So what you want to do, right? Where you want to teach, how long you want to teach, what is your future goal in terms of TEFL, TESOL, and teaching, and then I can recommend a course to you. But the course that I just showed you, and let me just put this back, and I'm going to make it bigger. The course that I chose here in our test application was the 220-hour course. And let me just show you this course real quick. This is the course that I think is the best to get when you're just starting out. And it goes even more. It's just a very comprehensive course. So these are our online courses. The 120-hour is the most standard one that you can get. That's like the minimum requirement. And the one that I would recommend is the 220-hour master package. So let's have a look. Let's click on that. And you'll see here, yeah, so this is what it looks like. Part 1, it's also the 120-hour course, the standard one. Part 2, you get a 50-hour course in business English. Part 3 is the 50-hour course in teaching English to young learners. And then when we filled out the test application, if you choose the tutored, let me just see, the tutored version, this one with tutor, when you choose this one, you also get a free course, a 50-hour in teaching English online. So you actually get 4 courses in one with this course package. And that's why I think this is a really, really great deal. And I really recommend this course. This is also the one that I took. So I recommend this one. It's really just a good base, for your career, because you get teaching English to young learners. So that is children, which is a huge field in ESL teaching. And then you also get business English, which is another huge field. And then if you choose the tutored version, you get this free online teaching course, which is obviously another very big field in the teaching industry. So you are very well set up for your career with this course. All right. Good. Let me have another look at the comments, and then we can jump into the countries. Fazan is asking, sorry if it's out of the topic, but what do you suggest about the experience issue? I mean, to have experience, we must have a job first. Yeah, good question. Actually, there's a lot of teaching jobs that don't require you to have experience, especially in countries where I worked, China, South Korea. Also, I know some people in Japan. Most of the people teaching there didn't have any experience before going there. So it depends on where you go, but if you're looking for like in the Middle East, um, there it's a little bit more competitive, and they tend to ask for teaching experience. But you can get teaching experience either by starting to teach English online first, or tutoring in your community. Any kind of teaching. It doesn't even have to be English. It can be teaching anything else too. That's also teaching experience. So it always depends. um, and like I always say, some of these job offers, they just list unrealistic expectations. So even if you don't fulfill all of these requirements, you would still apply. And yeah, most of the time you would definitely land a job then. All right, we have Aliu. I hope I'm also saying that right. Hi, Linda. I used to watch you offline. All your live streaming sessions are very important. Thank you so much. That's a great compliment. Thank you so much. And I'm glad that you could make it live today. That's awesome, because I'm actually live at a different time than I usually am. So I'm glad to meet new people today. That's awesome. Akmalion, now I'm in two minds which to opt, whether master package or TESOL diploma. So you can only take the diploma if you already have a TEFL, except for I think if you do the, let me see, and let me show you about the diploma as well. 1 second. I'm just gonna pop this back. And let's look at the diploma real quick, online diploma, because I think actually we do have an option that includes the 120-hour course, right? Oh yeah, free 120-hour course with tutor. So that is included. Yeah, I mean, it depends on, what you want to do, where you want to teach, what your goals are. That's also definitely a great option. And considering, that you get 30% off today, you might want to opt for the diploma instead, because you can actually get it much cheaper than normal. So the diploma is also very great, obviously. Yeah. Good. Okay. Aliu is from Senegal. Awesome. I've started the 550-hour expert package with ITTT, and I am now just completing the 120 hours, the YL and BE courses. Awesome. Congratulations. How did you like the courses? Let us know. That's exciting. Yeah, that's a good question. So how do you prove your experience? Well, normally if you teach somewhere, you work somewhere, you get a reference. If you teach online, you can ask either students to write you a reference, or you can, usually when you teach in an online platform, you have a profile and you have a list of all the classes that you've taught. You can show that as proof. Any kind of reference letter someone can write for you is proof of experience. So like that. Yeah, of course I remember. You've been watching for a while. Of course I remember. I usually remember everyone who I've talked to before. So okay. All right. Then let's turn this off, and let's jump right in. So I'm going to make myself smaller so you can see my slides better. And just a brief introduction about myself for people who may be watching for the first time and don't know who I am. My name is Linda. I am a travel writer and content creator under the name Linda Goes East. East because I've always been super interested in Asia. And I've been living in Asia pretty much since 2012. I started out in China, and then I've moved to South Korea, where I've been most of the time. I also have my own website at lindagoeseast.com, and on Instagram, I'm very active at lindagoeseast. If you're on Instagram, go ahead and check that out. You can also subscribe to my newsletter on lindagoeseast.com, and you can also book private sessions if you're interested, one-on-one sessions with me where I can provide you with more sort of consultation if that's something that you're interested in. I'm originally from Germany and the US, but I am based in South Korea. But actually, right now, I am in Germany for the holidays for the first time since the pandemic. So I'm very excited to be here, be in Germany with my family. But I am returning to South Korea in January. I'm also, that's the other side over here, I'm also a TEFL and TESOL marketing professional at ITTT, which stands for International TEFL and TESOL Training. You can find us at teflcourse.net, and I think many of you are either already know about ITTT, or you've taken a course before, or you're still deciding. Everybody's welcome. And you can find us on Instagram at International TEFL Training, but we're also on YouTube, where many of you are watching from, or on Pinterest, on Twitter, many places. And what is ITTT? Well, ITTT is a leading TEFL and TESOL course provider worldwide, and I just showed you a couple of our courses that we offer. But basically, we have online courses, in-class courses, combined courses, for people who want to become teachers, English teachers abroad, or also online, or in their home countries. So pretty much a wide range of things that we offer. And so today we are going to talk about the top 5 countries to make the most money teaching English in 2022. So let's have a look what countries we're going to talk about today. These are the countries we're going to talk about today. We have Taiwan, South Korea, China, the Gulf Arab states, and Japan. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about teaching English online at the end as well, because that still continues to be a growing field and a great alternative for people who might not be able to leave and go to a different country yet. So, and also gain experience. Or if you just want to have a different lifestyle and you want to work online, we're going to also talk a little bit about that. And I'm going to share a list of recommended teaching platforms with you as well. All right, let's jump right in. The first country I want to talk about today is China. So how is the demand in China? It is said that there are currently around 100,000 foreign teachers working in China. So that's a huge number. China is a huge country, huge demand there. And there are opportunities at public schools, at kindergartens, at boarding schools, universities, international schools. It's a great demand. However, I do want to say, if you look down here at this little hand, recent regulations, they have changed the Chinese EFL market. So it's not as big or great as it used to be. And if you want to learn more about what happened, what's going on, what am I talking about, I did a live session about these changes, these new regulations back in, I want to say September, October. So you can scroll back in our playlist and check that out. You can go back and check it out. But basically, the Chinese government kind of placed some new regulations that make it a little bit harder to teach English in China, specifically online, for online platforms. They are still hiring for in-person, but we also are expecting some changes to that, and maybe some changes in the requirements. But it's still in the early stages, and I am staying up to date with that, and I keep an eye out on it, so that I'm going to do an update video specifically about what's happening in China later on. But it is still a great option if you're interested in going there. Salaries, they are in this range, so 1,000 to 2,500 a month. And what's great about China is that you also get great benefits like free accommodation, paid airfare, and an end of contract bonus. So that's really awesome. Requirements, a bachelor's degree, 2 years of teaching experience. Actually, I want to say 2 years of work experience. I don't think it needs to be entirely teaching experience. Any kind of work experience is needed. So this could also be, online teaching. This could be any kind of work experience that you have. And you will also need a TEFL certificate of at least 120 hours to be able to teach in China. How do you find a job in China? Down here, we have recruitment companies, online job boards, and other teaching-related websites. And I have some here. So we have this one, China by Teaching, for example. We also have EF, which is a huge one. We have Teach Abroad and Jubo. So those sites are really good if you want to find a teaching job in China. Also, there's so many different Facebook groups that you can check out. Always recommended. There's Facebook groups for everything, like ESL teachers in China. There's tons of groups, and you can connect with people. Usually when a teacher leaves a school, they would post then, the job for looking for their someone to take over. So you find a lot of posts like that, and just networking, and you can find out, how the situation is. So that's what's happening in China. A good alternative to teaching in China is Taiwan, because the culture is very similar. It's in a very similar region. So if China might not be great for you right now, maybe you can consider Taiwan. The demand in Taiwan is pretty good for English teachers. So the government there announced that they have a very ambitious plan to make the country bilingual, so Chinese and English, by 2030. So they are hiring like crazy at the moment, English teachers. So it's a great place to be as an English teacher, as a certified teacher. And you would most likely be working in private language schools. Yeah, mostly there. Private language schools, not so much public language schools, but this might also change. So we always see, some new government-funded programs showing up. So maybe Taiwan will also introduce their own, because there are a couple in the region, like Korea has the EPIC program, Japan has the JET program, for example. Hong Kong has the NET scheme. So those are all government-funded programs. And maybe Taiwan will also have their own in the future. And then they place teachers into public schools. But we'll see if that happens. Salary for Taiwan between 1,500 and 3,000 US dollars a month. And here you also get paid airfare, paid housing, end of contract bonuses. So that's really great. The requirements, let's have a look here, a little bit different than China. So you need to be over 20 years old, and you also need to be a native English speaker with a passport from either of those countries here. And you need a university degree. So that is a 4-year degree in any subject. So that means it doesn't have to be in English or in teaching or anything like that. So it can be in anything. My bachelor's, I have it in business management. And I also was hired to teach. So it doesn't have to be in teaching. Obviously, if you have a bachelor's in English or in teaching, that's a huge bonus, obviously. And job hunt, so it's all similar kind of, recruitment companies and online job boards. And here, these are some of the best for Taiwan. So we have tlit.com, Dave's is El Cafe, and CareerJet. So you can check those out. And let's have a look at the comments here real quick. And Fauzan is saying, I just want to tell you guys that this person here is the best TESOL tutor I've assisted to, the most responsive, caring of them all. It's not a compliment, it's just a fact. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Try to profit from her the most. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much, Fauzan. You're incredible. And she's saying, I've ran into a China offer and it was incredible. I think the best offer I've ever seen. China is great for earning money. Yes, I totally agree. Definitely. And Taiwan also. So if you're not very much sold on China for whatever reason, Taiwan is a great alternative. Yeah. All right. So this was China and Taiwan. So let's see what we have here next. Next up, we have Japan. Japan has been a very popular teaching destination for a long time. The demand is also still very good. If you decide to teach English in Japan, you will most likely be working as an assistant language teacher in a public school or an English conversation teacher in a private language academy. So those are the two biggest job titles, I guess, in Japan for teaching English. Salary and benefits are also really great. So here you have some of the highest, salaries in Asia, so between 2,000 and 6,000 US dollars. But also keep in mind that the cost of living is also among the highest in the region in Japan. You also have paid airfares, housing, health insurance, and a contract completion bonus, which is really great. Requirements: you need to have a degree in any subject. So it doesn't have to be English. It doesn't have to be teaching. Any subject is fine. You need to be fluent in the English language. So not a native speaker. You need to be fluent. So this is a great opportunity here for anyone, native and non-native English teachers. And they always also say that you have to have a strong desire and willingness to pass on your language knowledge to your students. And I mean, anyone who wants to be a teacher should have that. So I'm sure anyone here has that as well. So job hunt, again, the same. You would either contact recruitment companies or online job boards like Gaijin Pot Jobs and Jobs in Japan. Those are two really good ones. And then there's also the JET program, which is the Japan Exchange. What is it called? I can never remember what it's called exactly. I need to look it up again, or I'd say something wrong. Every time. The Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. It's so easy, but I can never remember it. Yeah. So the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program, JET program, that's the government-funded program that places English teachers into public schools. But the hiring for 2022 is already finished. They always kind of hire a year in advance. So for the new year, it's already finished. So you can now soon apply for 2023, actually. But if you're interested in Japan, you can still find positions for next year in private language academies. So yeah. All right, and Fauzan was talking more about the China offer that she received. And she was saying it was $3,000, 12 weeks off a year, and many advantages. Wow, that's amazing. 12 weeks off. That might be a public school or like an international school, I feel like. 12 weeks off is amazing. I should go there. Send me that. That's great. Yeah. Cool. Do you remember like what city it was in? Was it like in Beijing, Shanghai, or a smaller city? That's also the thing. Like, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm a man. Sorry about that. Yes, I was just making a mistake there. All right. Yeah, but that's a great offer. What country is that in? That's great. Okay, cool. So that was Japan. We talked about China. We talked about Taiwan, Japan. Now we have two more places I want to talk about. The next one is also in Asia. So South Korea. That's where Akmalion here is also in South Korea. Are you teaching in South Korea? What are you doing there? Maybe if you want to share it, let us know. I also taught English in South Korea full-time my first year that I was there. And then smaller teaching projects here and there ever since. So the demand is pretty good. And you will most likely either be working in a public school or a private school. So there's opportunities for both. For public schools, you are going to look at the EPIC program. So the EPIC program, what does that stand for? English Program in Korea, I believe. English Program in Korea. And that program, similar to the JET program I just talked about for Japan, that program places English teachers into public schools in Korea. But there's also tons of opportunities in private schools. So whatever you want. And there's pros and cons for both. I've talked about that before in other previous live sessions. And I actually did a live session solely about South Korea before. So if you're interested in South Korea, do check that out. And you can also contact me at Linda Goes East on Instagram at any time if you want to learn more about that. I would be more than happy to talk with you. Salary and benefits for South Korea down here also among the highest in the region, so between 1,600 to 2,400 US dollars. And also here you have paid airfare, paid housing, pension scheme, end of contract bonuses, all of that kind of stuff. So that's really, really good. Requirements are different than Japan, what we just saw. So you also need a degree in any subject, a TEFL certificate, and you need to be a passport holder of certain English-speaking countries. And those are the same countries that we just had for Taiwan, actually. So that is Canada, US, UK, Ireland, and South Africa, New Zealand, and Australia. So those 7 countries, you need to have a passport from those 7 countries, one of those 7 countries, to be eligible to teach in Korea. So yeah, if you already have a visa that allows you to work in Korea, you can also be a non-native speaker to work there. That's also possible. So yeah. All right, Kaozan, thank you so much. Kaozan's leaving us. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time as well. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So what did I not mention yet? The job hunt. Yeah, same again, recruitment companies, online job boards, EPIC program. I already talked about that. English program in Korea. There also used to be another program, the TALK program, which also hired people with a 2-year associate's degree. But this program, due to COVID, was closed. It was closed. It's no longer available. Very sad. Used to be a great program for people who only had an associate's degree, 2 years. But that does not exist anymore, unfortunately. And we have these 4 websites that are really good for finding jobs in Korea. So Dave's ESL Cafe, Korea Bridge, Gone to Korea, and Work and Play. I also want to talk a little bit about recruitment companies. So you can either do an independent job search by yourself, like online job boards. You would read different offers. And also at ITTT, if you are an ITTT course graduate, you have access to lifetime job support. So you can tell us where you would like to work, and we will help you find a job and send you adverts, send you lots of links and resources. So that's also part of what we offer. And the other side would be going with a recruiter. So you would work with a professional recruiter and agency specialized in the country, the region that you want to go to. And the great thing about that is that it comes at no cost to you. So the recruitment company is paid by the school that hires you. So it's completely free for teachers, which is super awesome. And we also work with many different recruitment companies. And let me just share the links so you can also have a look at those. Those are our partners. We've worked with them for years, and those are recommended to you. You can see them all on our website on this page here. And let me just take a sip of coffee. Meanwhile, you can check that out. It looks like this. Okay, so it was a job offer on our Facebook page, the China offer. Yeah. So you're probably also gonna find it also on our job section. So if you go here, so this is where you can find our recruitment partners, EFL minus ESL minus jobs. And then this website is where you will find the positions. So TEFL minus jobs. That's this. And you can browse by country. So if you select China, you'll most likely see this job offer that Fauzan was talking about. Awesome. Cool. Yep. Okay. So this was South Korea. That was the 4th country that I wanted to talk about today. And now let's move on to the 3rd one, which is not a country, but a region. So that is the Gulf Arab states. So that is Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Oman, Kuwait, and Bahrain. So the demand in those countries, how's the demand? Well, the tremendous oil wealth in this region has led to the Gulf Arab countries to invest billions of dollars into their education systems, and especially English language instruction because of international trade and all that. So they put a lot of money into education, and especially the English language sector. So they are also hiring professional certified teachers like crazy. Salaries are among the best in the world for teachers. So as you can see, between $2,000 and $5,000 a month, tax free. So you don't pay any income tax on your salary. You get all of it out. So that's just amazing. You also get free health insurance, furnished housing or a housing stipend, and flights to and from your home country. The requirements tend to be a little bit more strict in this region. So a bachelor's degree or even sometimes a master's degree is required. If it's in English or in teaching in TESOL, even better. They also require a TEFL or TESOL certificate on top of that, and also several years of teaching experience. So this region is not great for beginners. This region is great after you've maybe taught in other countries for a couple of years, and then you would move there. So you should have a couple of years of teaching experience already under your belt. But these countries are great, have great earning potential. So just wanted to mention that. And there's so many different sites specifically for this region. So the Guardian Jobs has Gulf countries. Indeed, then these are specifically for the region. So no Cree Gulf. I'm not sure how to say this correctly. Ed Arabia, Gulf Talent, and then this one, it's covered now. Yeah, Dubai Jobs. So this down here, Dubai Jobs is specifically for Dubai. Dubai is a very popular city in the region, so I wanted to include one specifically for Dubai. So that's that. So those websites are good for finding jobs in this region. All right, so those are the countries, the 5 countries and regions I wanted to mention today. And then, like I promised, I also want to talk a little bit about teaching English online. So let me move on to this. Online education continues to grow with lessons being easily accessible to anyone at any time. So that's why teaching English online is still a great option also in the next year. Salary obviously depends on you. You know, how much you want to work, the kind of platform you work at, what kind of lessons you offer, etc., etc. Benefits, there aren't really many benefits. So you're not going to get like free housing, free flights, no. But you are very flexible in how much you charge, how much you earn. So the earning potential is infinite, basically. So most teaching platforms, they pay their teachers by the hour or by lesson unit. So an average hourly rate for online English teachers ranges from $15 to $30. But on some platforms, you can choose your own rate. So you could do whatever you wanted. Requirements typically are a TEFL certificate and then a stable internet connection and your equipment like a laptop or a PC, a webcam, and a headset, and that's it. So it's very easy to get started. You would just pick platform or platforms, plural, that you wanted to work for. And here I have a tip for you. If you watched before, you've already seen this, but here are 20 recommended online teaching platforms for you. And it says non-Chinese because remember I mentioned in the beginning that there were new regulations put in place by the Chinese government, and those particularly targeted online teaching platforms. And many of those online teaching platforms are Chinese. So, and many teachers actually lost their jobs overnight because they banned private online tutoring. So you want to kind of stay away from those. So I'm going to share with you 20 non-Chinese platforms. And this is a Google Sheet, and some of you may have seen this already. I've shared it already a couple of times, but I think it's just such a great sheet that will be really helpful. So let me just share that with you in the comments. Did I do it right? Yes. Okay. And And I'm also gonna show you on the screen. So this is what it looks like, the sheet link. So you can click on that. And then I'm just going to show you what it looks like. I'm sure some of you have already seen this before. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Can you see it? Yeah. As you can see, there are 20 platforms listed here, and information, so how much they pay, certain requirements, also if they accept non-native speakers, any additional things, and the application link. So you click on that and you can apply to be a tutor on there. So what I want you to do, if you click on this, just go to File and then make a copy, and then you can save your own version, and you can actually edit it and use it for yourself. So yeah, this is for online teaching. I hope you can see that. Okay. So yeah, you would click on this, and then you can get, you can go to the sheet. Oh, is my connection slow? Can be. I have problems with that a little bit last time as well. I hope you can see it now. I hope it works for you. I see that no one's clicked on it, so I hope you can see it. I hope the stream didn't stop. But you would click on this, and then you can see the sheet. I'm just going to give it a few minutes, so maybe the connection will pick up again. Maybe not. Am I still here, though? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Might be a little slow, huh? Just closing a few other tabs, so maybe it's faster now. Is it working? I hope it's working for you guys. Okay. All right. So yeah, this sheet is great for anyone who wants to teach English online. You can click on this sheet. Again, this is the link. I just shared it into the comment box. You click on this, you will see the sheet. I'm just going to say that again. So 20 companies, those are the names of the online tutoring companies right here. And then additional information like requirements, how much they pay, etc. And this is the application link, how you can apply. And what I would like you to do, if you want this sheet, you can just go over here to File and then make a copy, and then you make a copy for yourself, and you can also edit, because this is only for view mode. Okay. All right. Perfect. Then, yeah, let me get rid of that again. Let's put this back. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, and I think I mentioned everything about teaching English online. Then we can just move on. And yeah, I want to share some final tips for you for teaching English in 2022. So those are 3 tips I have for you, what you can do to maximize your opportunities and your earning potential. So one of the things is to get certified, or to upgrade your existing certification to more than 120 hours. So how can you do that? You can either do, you can take TEFL or TESOL specialization courses, like I mentioned before, teaching business English, teaching English to young learners, teaching English online. Those are great options that you can add to your portfolio and resume. And you can also take TEFL and TESOL course bundles, like the one that I shared in the beginning, the master package, or someone mentioned the 550-hour expert package that they're doing. Those are all really, really great because they have more hours of training, and they're going to make you stand out. And as you can see down here, this banner scrolling, we do have 30% off. I just want to say that again for anyone who just tuned in, a 30% off opportunity. I'm going to share the link again so you can fill out an application, choose your course, and get 30% off any TEFL, Any TEFL or TESOL course. I just shared the wrong thing. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. This one. Yep. So Facebook Live minus Linda. It ends in that. That's the 30% off link, and you can use that and get 30% off any TEFL or TESOL course today. You can also enhance your resume with professional development. So you can, besides doing additional TEFL courses, you can also do a course in observed teaching practice. That's something we also offer on our website. So you would actually get you would film yourself teaching, and we would evaluate it, and you get a certificate certifying that you have teaching experience. You can also do volunteer teaching, in your local community, or online teaching, like what I mentioned here, online teaching. There's also a lot of different MOOCs. So those are online, free, most of the time, free online courses that you can take in all different kinds of topics. So that's also really great. Or any kinds of language certificates, especially for non-native English teachers. And my colleague Lisa, who is a non-native English teacher, she actually speaks a lot about that, what kind of English proficiency certificates are recommended for non-native English speakers. So you want to ask her and check that out. She did whole live sessions about that, what specifically non-native English teachers can do. So do check her out. And then if you are looking for a job, work with different recruiters and experts. So don't just choose one, but work with multiple. So take advantage of ITTT lifetime job support. Take advantage of different recruitment agencies. Look around on TEFL forums, on TEFL blogs, and also Facebook groups. Like I said, there's so many different Facebook groups, like English teachers in China, English teachers in Dubai, whatever. So many groups online. You can network, you can get to know people, and you can find jobs through there as well. So those are my 3 big tips for teaching English in 2022. And what's next? Just want to mention this again, 30%. You already know it. That's the link. You can see, you can click on that, get 30% off. And here we have a question from Sadia, who's asking, can we teach in the UK having 140-hour TEFL course, having no QTS or PGCE? Yeah, I'm not sure about QTS or PGCE. You would have to, it would be in the job offers, whether they require the additional diplomas or not. So it depends from school to school, So I would recommend applying to as many jobs as possible, to enhance your chances. I'm not sure about QTS and PGCE, unfortunately. But yeah, 140-hour TEFL is great. Anything that's more than the standard 120-hour is recommended and is great. So, okay, and I'm going to make myself bigger again so you can see me better here. And then I just want to say real quick how you can find ITTT. Most of you know this. Most of you are watching on Facebook or YouTube at the moment, but we're also on Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, like I said. And you can also reach out to me via Instagram over here at Linda Goes East. I'm happy to have a chat with you on there as well. And then I am going to open up Q&A. So if you have any other additional questions before I sign off, I'll still be here for a couple of minutes. So if you have any questions, now is your opportunity to ask. So let me know what you're curious about. I always say there are no stupid questions. So don't be shy. Let me know, and I'll try my best to answer your questions today. Let's see. Oh, also, have you noticed my Christmas themed sweater? Super cute. Just for you guys today to get into the mood, Christmas mood. So yeah. Let me know what you're curious about. TEFL, TESOL, anything I just talked about that wasn't clear, maybe any additional questions, no problem. Just ask away. Just ask away. That's why I'm here, I'm here for you guys. I'm here for you guys. Also, any topic suggestions you have for upcoming live sessions, let me know. I'm always looking for new ideas for live sessions. We've been doing these live sessions for over a year now, every week. So at some point, you're just going to run out of topics to talk about. But I try. I try to make new topics every week. And once a month, I do a general Q&A session. That's just Q&A once a month. So anything that you're curious about, just let me know at any time, and we can talk about that. But yeah, I hope you found this today interesting. A little trip around the world. And so we talked about China. We talked about Taiwan. We talked about Japan, Korea, and the Gulf Arab states. So those are hot in 2022. Would you go and teach in any of those? Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments before we go. I'm curious. So I have experience teaching in China and in South Korea. And I have to say I had an amazing time in both countries. It was great. I wouldn't want to miss out on that experience. It was really great teaching in China and also in Korea. Different, but also similar in many ways and exciting. And I just think teaching English abroad is such a great experience or opportunity to do something new, to live in a different country, also to grow as a person. It's just really great to do something different, new. So yeah. So which of those countries do you find most interesting? Where would you want to go? Or would you want to teach English online? Let me know, and then we can maybe sign off for today. Do let me know before I go. I'm very curious about that. What you guys think. Don't be shy. Don't be shy in answering. That's why I'm here. I'm here talking to you guys, but I also want to hear something back from you. So do let me know before I go. Oh, thank you. Yassine saying China or Japan. Awesome. Yeah, both amazing places for sure. So I wish you all the best, and I hope you can find a teaching position in those places, with the right preparation, organization, the right certificates. You can definitely do that. So I wish you all the best with that. It's awesome. China or Japan? Anybody else? Where would you like to go? We have China or Japan. What about Korea, Taiwan, or the Gulf Arab states? Anybody interested in that region? I'd be very interested, actually. I've never been to Dubai, but it seems like a very, very nice place, actually. Very different, for sure. Like a very special, unique kind of place, I think. So I actually really want to go there for traveling and check it out. But yeah, the things I've read and the pictures I've seen, yeah, it looks pretty cool. Okay, good. Okay, maybe if everybody's too shy to say where they would like to go, I can't make you say anything. So maybe we just stop here. All I want you to do is don't forget to like and subscribe so that you don't miss any of our future live sessions. Like I said, we go live twice a week. And then if you are not yet TEFL certified, TESOL certified, but you're thinking about doing that, the 30% off opportunity that we have is a great way to get started, to save a lot of money. This is my Christmas gift. Oh, this way. My Christmas gift for you today. 30% off. And I'm just going to share that link again with you guys. So it looks like this. You can get 30% off if you're not yet certified or if you want to take an additional course, this is a great opportunity. And I'll be here again next week, and my colleague Lisa as well. Again, she's a non-native English teacher. Lots of great tips. I learned so much from her as well. So do check her out. And then, yeah, I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to see you all again, hopefully next week. Happy holidays. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. And you can celebrate with your loved ones and stay safe. And yeah, thank you so much for taking your time out of your day today to be with me, to spend this day with me, and to listen to what I have to say. I really appreciate it. And I just hope to see you all again next week, and wish you happy holidays. And yeah, thank you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you so much. And then I'll see you all hopefully next week. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye.